some level of tension and insecurity ever. But I mean, too, what was Sibadu na afeyan trust.
I say, bet you a chief for near Shafuna. I'm a fakwa so na much menu many share for the first time. I think by the time we leave here, we may exchange dresses. Not had any of a police invitation of the two leading political parties leaders.
Yeah.
Highly needless, in my opinion. Needless and needless. Faso bien wa sa invitation at the Ghana in terms of our political, system as we have it now. And I'm surprised that the IGP will go to that extent by inviting people who are not alleged to, but have made comments that we feel that the comments were unsavory. And I saw more comment, look at the twist and turns the whole thing started. Before all the various comments about woman flu, etc.,
yeah.
Now we have had the sitting president also making similar pronouncement of all die be die. Right? Whether say in which context no make his comment and or transposing it to the fact say etiwakra ye chere bibi wo ho. Right? Knowing him of leading various kinds of demonstration in this country regarding the fact of per se your friend say kabima mkabi amambo eba o memo na edidi man krofo kra ahwere omunkwa na efiri ho no ankasa ne party in wanting to come to power no appointees and say party leaders, and a typical example is Menia Sameuku, who said say yemfa woman from Brunkrofo na say power bar and ye fin will be better than what cancel open position we and I say we munko attack. You understand? One fancy ho yura Canada Japan or also eba at ebe make similar comments say yemfa one more said yembo saying Cranfo say before and so many things. These two political parties now we free on so yura Mahama and so edibe two mo say the election 2024 will be boot for boot.
Yeah.
And he said,
and then do or die.
Yes. And he do or die. It was the latest one. And he, one may want to assess comments over the period. No, say which one na a year critical bit me de oyene abagana. Na yan can be anshim. And a ura bra champon.
Yeah.
Somebody we have known to be very jovial and sober in terms of his political activities. In fact, as I will share Nkrofo sebe one can sema fast dream you will not find Brian on any record apart from this very one. We have alleged say he was behind the Ayawaso West Wagon.
Yeah.
Fracas. But his demeanor, etc. And indeed, we got to know after the report came out from the Shorts commission. And so, even after that, his demeanor and everything, and for him to have made that comment, was something that, for me, as I know him, it baffled me. In the sense, he said, this is an astute businessman, a serious investor in this country, who, as it were, Sanka, Sebio or drink where the ramification. I say normal bit the comment bit me the abano. A beer and can Brian on yes comment no. And I want to believe say if you give him $1 million today to repeat himself on ye. Yes, I want to believe in that. Into this comment I will pass it. Let's look at what I mentioned as twists and turns. Now, would have thought that over the period, just about 2 months ago, the NDC youth organizer for Swami Echo Cam serious and silly comment or passive serious and silly commenter now emphasize some Grama was very bad in taste. Immediately, police say Omoko fan. In fact, the party presented him to the police. Say Omonto Tunano. Now young Kebi and Shim say Brian so Abekan we are. The best thing the police could have done was to invite Brian. After all, who is bigger than the law? And the police work was to have invited Brian for questioning. Indeed, if you listen to Brian, say,
yeah.
The Casa no can sanko de ko see say the power bema NDC insida no. And KBR, I mean, it was nothing much because of political talk. But to go beyond that and use the word, say, you be use every means to ensure say we will not hand over power to NDC or whichever party won. And it was in bad taste. Indeed, that is the contest. Now, me say as an analyst, no, me share nafa. Indeed, I was expecting some police be invited, no, they have to turn on. But police didn't do that because what? He's influential. The Swami youth organizer, no, is not influential, so they went for him, right? Now, police are yet. Indeed, the NDC, an NDC lawyer, petitioned the police. Or let me say a member of the NDC who happens to be a lawyer, petitioned the police to invite Brian for questioning. Right? This borders on law. Lawyer need a extra petition. No. It borders on law. Say, Fred Abrante na tutu na yenhwe se ne nsem no kan no. Anye bia no betumi de we na ba na se oye ne emba. Police kropo in react to the statement no. Ye be hu ana another member of the MPP also a leading member and also a lawyer has written a petition calling for the arrest of the former president and the current aspirant of the NDC to become their flag bearer. And also asked any petition say, and also what childishness? Say the National Youth Organizer, our lawyer, because NDC petitioner come, which was right. And also the petition. In fact, if you assess Brian's comment, now as I said, John Muhammad John Muhammad's comment comes no close to the Brian in terms of his say BBS. It comes no close.
But these are equally influential personalities. Yes,
because they are influential. Yeah. But we you see, linguistics, or speech therapy or whatever. They could analyze
and the magnitude of the statement.
Exactly. You understand? Now, what's work control? So let's assume, say, after the national organizer of youth organizer of MPP also petitioned for Muhammad to be called to book, and another person within the NDC or even an ordinary person, and also petition saying His Excellency the certain President Emra because also a comment to be some time. It means we are going to go back and forth, and it will not bring us any good as a people. Right? And for me, the IGP inviting the two political party leaders now is first of all a failure on his part. It is also making me believe what I have continuously preached against. Say, we appear to be building regime institution under the MPP of which Nana Danko Akufo-Addo is leading. And when I say regime institutional, my party has a fancy security agency and as a ministry and can you feel say, wow, omoye are buying arms no, but are buying such a shemu and manipulative. And a typical example is what we are about to discuss regarding the gold issue. I will write from Pombat and report now. Indeed, when we build a regime institution, it means that institutions now will never serve the purpose of the country, and NASA will never serve the people, but rather they will serve and do the bidding of the sitting president or whoever is influential or whoever has appointed them. And that is where my fear
but is. But under this regime of the Fourth Republic, similarly, because it's a situation now, whoever we appoint into certain offices considers the interest of the appointed authority. It's some form of praising and all the time.
Exactly, and that's the most dangerous part or tangent at which we are going. As we speak, even the chieftaincy institutions are being regimed chieftaincy institutions. Individual chiefs have aligned themselves to one political party or the other. And even though the constitution states it clearly, say, now we have seen chiefs aligning themselves to one party or the other, or a particular individual or the other. And it is very dangerous. If the president appoints you, you are not supposed to do the bidding of the president. You are supposed to serve. There will be a terms of reference for you to work with. And the terms of reference must be followed to the letter. You do not have to bend the rules. For instance, the Charlotte Osei and the J. Adequate Mensah case. The certain administration of today, NPP in opposition, preached that when they come, they will oust Charlotte Osei. To the point that omo preachy sama omo ba bemuno omo de say your faceless people actual petition. See them you know.
But right? How will you blame Nipa or your appointee? Say obe safeguarding a juba or knowing very well that those lapses are ever with people praising the appointing authority. No, it's no fault of theirs. Rather, no, it has to do with some challenges that the Constitution has currently.
There's no challenge.
There is no challenge.
There are no challenges from the Constitution, regardless.
With the fact that the Constitution is giving your president and my president over 7,000 appointing positions. And the power to appoint and disappoint lies with the president. And definitely, there's one you appoint as IGP or a head of any other institution. How will you be able to satisfy your appointing authority?
Appointing you does not make you a puppet to the president. The president has been given the power to serve us. The power lies in our hands. The president is nothing if we don't give him the power. Who was Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo? He was just an influential politician. Tomorrow, if I'm a president, right, I would also be in the state of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Let him go out of office tomorrow. Those that are being open to his security, whatever the things, it won't stop, right? So I'm saying that we gave him the power, and he must serve us. We are not supposed to be pampering the president and thinking that those who gave him the power, excuse me to my language, we are stupid. And I say, Debbie, say president appointed what the Constitution mandates him to appoint you. But the Constitution has not said that you should be a puppet of the president. The Constitution says that this person has been appointed. Your duty is to serve the nation so that the government of the day will succeed. Right? Into say one yes, an officer president now appointed. Into you are safeguarding your interest or your job. And for that matter, no, the Rebecca said, the who I didn't know we are a yeno, will be to meet Fafon from say, and my own yenesa. Now was what yatum. It means that you are one day. I broach it. We have had it many times. Obi call parliament. Why you late keke? Or so deliver speech. Why you late keke? What is an Did you see the same thing in our jurisdiction resigning? Sankan Crawford can atumi aka babonchanka se ma resign. Na juma na ese me ye no ABCD ameya me fi se eye bebo ma no. Asuma sisi me nye ne se me ye se ti ma resign. E dan kan Crawford koso ye na sa. And can this canker of worm of manipulating people. And kebejai. Into the president, yes, he has the right to appoint. But when he appoints you, you do not become his puppet.
Very well. 32 minutes after 7, a higher Kessben 92.9.